Hello! In this video, we will define and examine reactants and products and how to determine which is which. Candles. We all light them at some time. Whether it be to have our house smell better or for a birthday cake, we have lit a candle. Did you ever wonder what is happening when the candle is burning? When a candle burns, we see a change in matter. This is a chemical change. A chemical change is when one type of matter changes into a different type of matter with different chemical properties. A chemical change occurs because of a chemical reaction. What is a chemical reaction? A chemical reaction occurs when one or more substances react to create another substance. For example, a cake is made up of different ingredients, such as eggs, flour, butter, and milk. When you combine these and bake them, they create a cake. This is a chemical reaction. All chemical reactions involve reactants and products. What are reactants and products? A reactant starts the reactions. In a cake, the reactants would be the ingredients we begin with, such as the flour, eggs, butter, milk, and heat. These react together to give us the product. The products are the substances that are produced in a reaction. In our example, we combined the ingredients and placed them in the oven for 45 minutes. When we finished, we get our cupcakes. The cupcakes are a product from our reactants, the ingredients and heat. How does this relate in chemical terms? In chemical terms, we write a chemical equation to see which are the reactants and which are the products. The general form of a chemical reaction is reactants to products. The arrow shows us which way the reaction is occurring. On the left side of the arrow, we find the reactants. On the right side, find the products. Let's do an example. Our example is a combustion reaction known as the burning of fuel. If we take fuel and react it with oxygen, we get carbon dioxide and water. What are the reactants and products? Remember, the reactants are what we react together to get the desired outcome or product. This is generally found on the left side of the arrow. When looking on the left side of the arrow, we see fuel and oxygen are reactants. Our product is seen on the right side of the arrow, carbon dioxide and water. Let's summarize the idea of reactants and products. When a reaction occurs, there is always a reactant involved and a product formed. The reactants start or begin the reaction, and the product is what comes about or are produced in a reaction. The general formula for this is reactants to products. The arrow tells us which way the reaction is occurring. The reactants are generally found on the left side of the equation, whereas the products are found on the right side. Thank you for watching our video on reactants and products. I hope you enjoyed and watch more of our videos.